Hey there, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Warmup. I'm Ashley Bullington. We have a great show for you this week, jam-packed with Texas high school football content. So let's get you warmed up. Guys, it's week 7. This season is well underway as we're almost closer to the end of it than we are the beginning. It's no longer warmed up, it's heated up, it's on fire, we are good to go. And we have a great slate of games that are coming at you this week on Inside High School Sports. Let's take a look at a few of them on the lineup, presented by So Chill Chips and Salsa. And on this amazing slate of games, we have Clear Falls at Clear Springs. Clear Falls has become one of the top teams in the greater Houston area that we just can't seem to take our eyes off of.
This is our DQ game of the week. The Knights are 5-1 on the season, and their only loss came at the hands of district foe Dickinson in their league opener. But they bounced back well as they defeated Clearbrook 38-21 last week. The Knights are averaging 32 points per game and only allowing an average of 17.5. They went all the way to the regional finals in 2020 and are looking even better as they have 20 returning starters from that team, and their defensive unit is considered one of the best in the Houston area. The Chargers have a new coaching staff in 2021, but they seem to have bought into what head coach Anthony Renfro is selling, as after taking 2 losses in week 1 and 2, have now had 3 consecutive wins for the 2021 season. They've had an explosive offense led by receiver Noah Thompson and running back Kai Woods. Either of these teams can take the win, but who do you think does? Another game we will have highlights of is Houston-Madison versus Houston-Waltrip. District 11 5A Division II is a tough one. The Marlins need a win to stay in contention for a playoff spot, and Waltrip just needs a win. The Marlins are currently 2-3 on the season with wins over Northside and Westbury. It was predicted that the Marlins are the surprise team of Houston ISD, and now they are getting a chance to show it as they have 18 returning starters from a year ago. Now, Waltrip is 5-0 on the season and are hoping to grab their first one in 2021 and upset the Marlins. They have really struggled offensively as they have only scored a total of 23 points this season. The bright side is they have some really strong underclassmen who can take these losses and learn from them in order to come back even stronger next season. But they are hoping a win over Madison can get them some momentum in 2021.
Great games coming up this week on Inside High School Sports. Saturday night at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musil. Now it's time for 2 great athletes to go head-to-head in the battle.
Okay, guys, we have 2 athletes on from Cy Woods. Guys, introduce yourself. Let us all know who you are.
My name is Dylan Rogers. I'm a linebacker at Cy Woods High School.
My name is Terrance Green. I'm a DN at Cy Woods High School, and I'm a junior also.
Awesome. Okay, so we are playing a little pop culture trivia today. Are you guys ready? This is whoever wins gets to take the crown this week. Awesome. So first question, what does the acronym SMH stand for?
So much hate. Or shaking my head.
Shaking my head.
All right.
Okay, the next question. How many Harry Potter books are there?
7.
7.
All right.
Okay. What day is Star Wars Day?
May 4th.
It is May 4th. Okay. What did Mandalorian fans name the child in the Disney Plus series?
Baby, I guess. No, I don't. Baby Yoda? All right.
Okay, the last one. Who sings the song Say So that's behind the popular TikTok dance? It is Doja Cat.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Dylan, you're taking the title this week.
Yeah.
But thank you both for joining us here on The Battle. We will have highlights from the Cy Woods Lingham Creek game on Inside High School Sports this week on KHU 11.
I love how into the battle these guys get. The battle's always one of my favorite segments because you get to really see the personality of these guys and these athletes on a more personal level. Inside High School Sports cannot make it to every game going on in the area, even though we wish we could. But we will help hype them up. Let's check out some of the games to keep an eye on in the hype.
College Park and Grand Oaks are going head-to-head this week. College Park, of course, is the defending district champs after clinching their first gold ball trophy in school history last year in the season finale. The Cavaliers slipped up against Cinco Ranch to begin the season, but they have since reeled off 4 straight victories. Their most impressive stretch was in week 3 and 4. The Cavaliers first grabbed a 42-0 victory over Cypress Lakes, their first shutout since 2018. 11 days later, on a Saturday night, College Park found itself in a 21-3 hole at halftime against Klein. The Cavaliers rallied in the second half, outscoring the Bearcats 35-3 for their 3rd straight win. Grand Oaks is 5-0 and comes into district play unbeaten for the 2nd straight year, but they are looking to improve on its 2 wins in 13-6A last year, which unfortunately for the Grizzlies wasn't enough to make the playoffs for the first time. The Grizzlies come into district play the district leaders in offensive production with 536.6 yards per game and defensive production, 140 yards allowed per game. They scored the most points at 266 and allowed the least amount at 32. They also lead the league in turnover margin at +4. Who takes this one in District 13 6A? Manville and Angleton is another game that we can't get to, but you should definitely keep on your radar. The Manville Mavericks have had to sit an extra week with a bad taste in their mouth after losing to the Hightower Hurricanes in week 5. And they are looking to come into week 7 with vengeance as they need to win out the rest of the season to be able to keep the possibility of defending their title of district champions. Now, Angleton is currently 5-1 on the season, and their only loss has come to, you guessed it, the Hurricanes last week. In games they have won, they have averaged over 45 points per game. This showdown is at Wildcat Stadium in Angleton, so it might give them the advantage they need to take down the Mavericks, but Manville has shown time and time again they know how to win.
Some really great games around the area. And now it's time to see what's been trending on social media this week on our segment, The Buzz. Carolina Panthers head coach Matt Rhule made a pretty cool statement as he praises high school coaches, but especially the ones in Texas. He even wore a Texas High School Football Coaching Association's hat on national television as the Panthers took on the Texans.
People in the state of Texas, the Texas High School Coaches Association is something that means a great deal to me. High school coaches across the country give their lives to teach and educate young people, but especially in the state of Texas, it's done unlike anywhere else. And so I'm able to achieve my dreams and be here because of the great people in the state of Texas.
Coaches make such a big impact on their players. Sometimes we forget about their lives outside of football. Willowridge head coach Chinyoung shared a special moment with his son that reminds us the impact that they have beyond the team. That's all we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things inside high school sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. By following those, we will get you warmed up for the highlight of the sports weekend. Chevy's Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musil. I'm Ashley Billington, and I hope you've gotten warmed up for all of the Texas high school football action on the gridiron this week.